Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. I hope you're doing great. Today we're taking a look at Plane Accident. We're playing the Prologue because the full game is coming out on the 20th of February, just in a couple of weeks. So basically this game is about becoming an inspector, examining the causes of plane crashes. You visit the crash site, you gather evidence, you interrogate witnesses, and basically you try and find out what happened. It sounds interesting, especially coming from a flight sim background, but we'll see how it plays. I've done the tutorial so far. I'll keep my opinions to myself for now, and then I'll share them throughout the video. And we'll go straight to the first case, which is the only one that's available in the Prologue, which is the Goldberg case, which I haven't played yet. I just loaded it up to see how it looked like. So yeah, just a disclaimer. I just downloaded this on Steam. It's free to play right now. The developers didn't give me a key or anything. I don't feel like they will, anyways. So yeah, it's completely free of sponsorship opinion. Okay, we gotta find the wreckage. It must be, it's gonna be somewhere in this trail for sure. So the thing that kind of grinds my gear a bit is the fact that the mouse, the camera, it has my mouse acceleration or something, and I can't seem to turn it off. Yeah, you can change the sensitivity, but you can't. It seems, it's just weird. The other thing is, where's the anti-aliasing? The AA? It's very sharp and sharp-looking leaves and terrain. It's a bit too sharp. Maybe a couple more graphical options would be nice, if possible. I don't know. I don't know what engine this game is on. So we're just now looking for the wreck of the plane, wherever that might be. We gotta realize that the game is coming out in 2024, so I guess we're expecting a bit more detail, graphical-wise. Clearly, that little waterfall. Yeah. So graphical-wise, I'm not expecting too much right now, because clearly it's not what it's meant to be. Oh, there we go. That's our plane. Okay, so yeah, that matches what was said in the tutorial. You gotta like secure the wreckage around. Oh. What is this? Alright. Yeah. You can go back to work. I don't want to work. Here you go. Spray. Sorry. Security evidence. Okay, so that's a door. That's a seat. That's the yoke that came. The yoke came out. Okay. Huh. That's an alcohol flask. Wonder if the guy was drunk. There's a propeller. Oh, there's a couple of things back there. There's the left. Yeah, the left wing. The says the flap or the aileron. Okay, one of them. That's the cargo door. Yeah. So we're missing one of the ailerons, which it crashed all the way back here. So I'm guessing. Oh, there it is. Right there. I guess it's the only white thing in the distance, like shining. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I guess the guy lost his aileron, maybe? And then crashed on the field. Stopped all the way there. Fair enough. I shouldn't be making assumptions, but, No, I can't sprint. It's supposed to photograph here? Oh, the airplane. Alright. It's a bit of a... I feel like I'm being... what's the right term? Handheld? Like, the game is feeding me everything it wants me to do. Like there's not a lot of freedom, I guess. Order the wreckage to be transported. Oh, okay. I don't have to do anything. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so that's my field work done, I guess. Back to the office we go. Okay. Read the documents of the case. Okay, so it was a Cartown area, outskirts of Blue Creek Forest Reservation, Beechcraft Sundowner C23. No flight data recorder, of course. Flight route was coming from New York to Mount Mary. 1 passenger, 1 victim. Name Alfred Goldberg. Description of the event. Industrialist called Alfred Goldberg aboard the light aircraft in a hurry and took off in the direction of Mount Mary. The weather conditions were ideal. The pilot did not report any malfunctions. The machine suddenly lost altitude and crashed on the territory of the Blue Creek Forest Reservation. So the weather was good, so we can rule that out. Let's take a look at the technical log, see if there's any maintenance done. Technical review at Aerotech. Fluids and air and fuel filters. That's what I'm guessing would be a normal maintenance. Tires, yeah, that's normal maintenance. Fuel line set, yeah, okay. Hydraulic system. All fluids, cockpit heating, propeller replacement, excess mileage, okay. It's a normal reason. Steering lines, left wing. Tires, windows. Question of ailerons in both wings. Okay, that's something to keep my eye on, since it was the only part that was really far away from the rest of the rack, so maybe that was the reason. Fixing the altimeter, conservation of the yoke, and replacement of all position and signal lights. What review, President requires no further conservation. Okay. That was in 2019, so it was a long time ago that was replaced. Okay, about the pilot, scatter cherries, blah blah. Okay, so 18th of August to New York. The engine slightly stuttered. Let the mechanic Paul inspect the matter. Paul's number. Okay, we'll call Paul to find out what happened there. Engine stuttering is not necessarily like a big deal. Like it's a normal thing to happen, I guess, with the wear and tear, but could be one of the reasons why this plane come down. Any witnesses? Tragedy, blah blah. Saw the accident. Were Ellen and Old Bill? Go and ask them. Maybe they'll tell you something. Okay. Cause of the pilot's death were the numerous internal injuries. Well, I guess, right? You crashed into the ground, yeah. Exclude the participation of third parties. It's good that such tragedies seldom occur in your... Okay, it doesn't matter, mate. The system. Not alone, but with a lover. He wanted to catch them red-handed. I brought him to the airport and he got into the aircraft, and the mechanic Paul was responsible for the aircraft. Maybe we'll know something about it. Another person worth asking is Mrs. Goldberg. I don't believe this to be an ordinary accident. So, The victim was married clearly to Mrs. Goldberg, and she was having an affair. He grabbed the airplane and was gonna meet her in their house in the mountains. Okay. And he died on the way there. It sounds suspicious, not gonna lie. So yeah, we got the assistant. With the possibility of murder. Where's the photo stuff? Ah, there it is. Okay, so that's basically the photos I just took. I don't think. Well, yeah, we did see the flask. Good point. And the fact that, oh, I've said that. The aileron is really far away and there was a flask, so... Alcohol? Yes, maybe. I've been working with aircrafts for almost 20 years, 7, 8 of which have been with the Goldbergs. When I do things, it's always top notch and I love research sets. You can check the making by a scan. Yeah, buddy. How does one do a scan? I don't think I was taught that in this tutorial. Oh well. So Ellen was a witness, right? I was driving with my kids and saw a falling airplane. It was flying in a slanted way, as if it had trouble staying in the air. So yeah, slanted, it kind of means there was something going on with the aileron. Was coming down through some ground, big old plane going right down, black smoke coming out of his tail. Must have been some kind of engine malfunction. So he saw smoke? Okay, this one's not picking up, so okay. So apparently the plane was flying sideways, and there was black smoke coming out of it. According to a witness, which could be true, could be a lie. Maybe old Bill's just too old, doesn't know what he's looking at. So yeah, we'll go ahead and assemble the aircraft, which will require some tools. Yeah, fresh set of battery. Okay, so the hatch, I was calling it the cargo door, but it's not a cargo door, is it? Yeah, probably need the wing first on that. So we'll put the wing. Okay. Okay. The flap. The aileron. This was the one that was furthest away from the wreckage. Propeller. The yoke. Oh, can't attach it from here. There you go. It's a very quick way of attaching stuff. Low battery. Okay, I feel, in my opinion, this is just a useless feature. Come on. Why? Why are you having battery? Just to force me to what's going on? Come on. Can I? Well, I did close the door, so I guess. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the battery thing is just useless. It's a useless feature. Okay. Then finally the door. And now we can make a scan of the aircraft. So how do you make a scan? I don't know. Scanner. Well, there you go. Scan the surface. Whoa, hello. That's some super high-tech drone. Okay. So this goes for examination to see if there was any alcohol inside. And maybe check the body as well. See if there was any alcohol in the bloodstream. Send the engine and the aileron to the for examination. Okay, so take off the engine and take off the propeller, clearly. And perhaps, yeah. Then the engine. I don't think you could... Yeah, you definitely can't fit the... You can't lift an engine like that and fit it into a box, but okay, fair enough. Okay. And we'll do the aileron as well. Right. Huh, you can sprint. Just not outside. Alright. Let's call people. Call the witnesses. Told you plane was functional. The last review was at Aerotech. Mrs. Goldwood brought the plane back herself. Is the wife a pilot? Of course. It was her who usually flew the pilot. Oh, okay. So she brought it to Aerotech. That could be sketchy. Let's see what Aerotech says. Jim conducted the inspection. Okay, let's call Jim. Not picking up, great. So who's gonna pick up? Oh, there we go. Oh well, a violent life and a violent death. He was always a ticking bomb. Wow. I never knew when he would explode and start another fight. I wanted to break up for a long time, but my husband didn't want to give me the divorce. How did we meet? Ironically, many years ago at an aero club. Well, you're a keeper. Jeez. Things have been sour. Do you want a divorce? Yeah, that checks out. Was their common property $1 million? For some time, Mrs. Goldberg would take the plane and look for some peace and quiet in the mountains. It's very suspicious that this time she did not take the plane. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. It's probably not gonna be a murder, right? Because the game is hinting so much towards it that if it is a murder, then it's not good. Okay? Please don't be the murderer, because it's clearly hinting towards that. So, please don't. So yeah, we probably got some email. No? No email? Oh, received the box. I need to pick up the box first. Okay. I don't know why that makes sense. Will they know that the box came out and then they'll send me the email? Yeah, I don't know. Email has arrived. Is there another one? Hello? Oh. Hey, buddy. Is that the engine? Thanks. Oh, probably need the tools for this. There we go. Sweet. Okay. What? What else does that? Oh, the aileron. Thank you. Okay. Now we should have some emails. Chemical lab. Having conducted the analysis, we confirmed that there's 15-year-old Scotch whiskey inside. So there was whiskey inside. Okay, let's see if the doctor has any opinions on that too. Yeah. Indeed, do a blood test. That's what I was saying. Please carry out a blood. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. the engine was operational during the crash. How do you figure that one out? But okay. We've checked the aileron and the preliminary analysis showed that the aileron could have fallen off before hitting the ground. We suspect it to be the fault of the applied mounting screws. We recommended further examination of the screws. With kind regards, aerodynamics department. Okay, so we're gonna rule out... What's going on? The wife is a pilot. Yes, we know that. What else do we know? The aerotech was the one that did the maintenance. Yeah, okay, we're considering murder. There's alcohol in the hip flask, so he could... So, yeah, okay, so there was alcohol in the flask. We're waiting on the blood test. The engine was okay, so probably not going to be that. We still don't know if it was murder, because now we know that the mounting of the aileron had some maybe faulty screws. So, yeah. Maybe whoever did the maintenance screwed up. And it's all just a big coincidence. And the wife had nothing to do with it. Maybe. How does one do the disassembly stand? Okay. So what? Okay. Not gonna question it, but okay. Just click, click, click. Oh, come on, man. Oh. Here's the screws. Place all cues on board. Who else do we gotta call? Oh, the guys from the screws, yeah. Okay, so that would be... who? Airtech... no, that's... Oh, Jim. That was a guy. No. Yeah, I mean, in general, it was all good. The aileron didn't touch it. If it was replaced, it must have been done earlier and not in our place. Miss Goldberg, the blonde one, pretty hot for her age, by the way. Did I talk to her? Nah, kind of shy to him. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll call the lawyer. He's not picking up. Great. So did we get the blood samples? Yes, we did. Blood test disease man indicated alcohol level of 0.0. Okay. So we can definitely rule out the fact that he might have been under the influence. He is not under the influence. So we can rule that one out. Definitely not the case. The engine was functional, so that's definitely not the case. So maybe old Bill was just stripping. So we still don't know if it was murder or maybe the faulty screws. I guess we'll find out now. Wait. Okay. The deliver screws have been made of poor quality steel and had no attestation. Such screws should never be used in aircraft, whereas all parts must endure exceptional difficult operating conditions. So we did check this before. It must have been the technical log, and I think it was... There we go, the last one. So it was Flycraft who replaced the ailerons in 2019. And they're the ones who used well, the crappy screws. So it's starting to look like it was not a murder. Maybe she could have still hired them to do that. Okay, she had an alibi, fair enough. Oh, Mr. Goldberg brought it personally to their place. It was about 3 years ago we made the inspection and replaced the aileron, among other things. Young Tom was taking care of it. Okay, maybe we can call that guy. Nope, he's not picking up. Great. So fair enough, she has an alibi. It doesn't mean that she wasn't involved in some way. Let's not rule that out. This Goldberg guy kept on screaming that he wanted it all to go faster. Exceptionally unpleasant character. If I wasn't at work, I'd punch his face in. The aileron, yes, I replaced it. The problem with the screws, I got no idea. I ordered the screws at All Stuff Incorporated. So, I'm guessing it can't be murder either, right? Because if Mr. Goldberg was the one that brought it to the place to do the maintenance, he had nothing to do with it. So if we confirm that the problems were the screws, then she's clear as well. I mean, universal screws. The expected delivery time is 4. Okay. Oh. Outbox. Have you sold the screws to have the rest results attached that bolts? Okay. It's all coming together, ladies and gentlemen. Stated in the advertisement, they had no attestation since they are a collector's item. I'm attaching the screen from our shop as proof. Okay, so they're in the clear too. So Mr. Tom used some crappy screws. Oh, I knew he would come back to bite us. These screws. Goldberg kept screaming he was in a hurry, that we had to get the plane ready at that moment. Unfortunately, there were no aileron screws anywhere, missing stocks. I was sick and tired of that guy, and the fact that he kept screaming at me. I wanted him off my back, so I ordered replacements for the screws on the internet. They said they were no different from the originals. I was young and stupid. I definitely wouldn't do that now, believe me. Well, I think you just killed somebody, Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom. It wasn't a murder. She didn't kill him. It was the faulty screws. It was the faulty screws. Explanation of the cause of the crash. Blah blah blah, which lost controllability. The cause had been the aileron, which got detached from the wing. Okay. This was caused by a fracture in the bolts fastening the aileron. The bolts did not have the right attestation. They shouldn't have been used in an aircraft. Young Tom, the mechanic, had used uncertified bolts in order to fulfill Goldberg's unrealistic expectations as quickly as possible. This rush turned out to have a fatal consequence. He was accused of dereliction of duty and negligent homicide. Might be facing up to 8 years in prison. Man, Jesus. The interesting thing is that Mrs. Goldberg has paid for Tom's attorney for her own resources. She claims that her husband was a raging nutcase who would force others to obey him, so it wasn't the boy's fault that he wanted to fulfill Goldberg's absurd demands as quickly as possible. Inherited all of the family fortune. After her husband's death, she decided to permanently move to the mountains and settle down with a new partner. Wow. So basically it's just what happened to the characters later. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, this assist guy just... Yeah, he was the one that hinted us towards murder. So, okay, the game is decent. The gameplay is not too good at all. I feel like everything is hand-fed to you, which is not interesting at all. The power tool mechanic is just useless. Why do I need the power tool and the batteries to keep charging and just going back and forth? It doesn't make much sense. I would scrap that. The story is pretty good. Like, I feel like the cases that will come out with the full game might be even more interesting. Different planes, different scenarios, different reasons. Yeah, it could be. There's a lot of potential on the story side, but the game, I feel like the gameplay should be a bit more refined. It's very, very bare bones. Don't know if it's enough for me to stick around for the game. I enjoyed the story, but the gameplay is a bit of a no-no. Very bare bones. I think that's the best word to describe it. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll get the full game after a couple of patches and see how it goes. So yeah, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment on the video. It helps out the channel a lot. Don't forget to join the community Discord. It's available to everyone, as always. And yeah, that's it. Safe flights to everyone. See ya!